welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the multi-FPS champion. Give it up for Ian Enable Wyatt. We got some of the best analysis in the game. Give it up for the world champ himself, Christopher Duarte, Parasite. We got Call of Duty champion, head coach of the Bush. Give it up for Don Dada, aka Temp. And then, of course, we got the one and only, the executive producer of The Flank. Give it up for Benj Nassim. Gentlemen, how we doing? How we feeling? Ben, we'll start with you. Benj, we didn't have you on yesterday's show. How you doing today, bro? We'll start with you.
I'm doing good, Tom. It was a good day of the watch parties. You got some NFL action going on right now. It's a good super sports weekend, good esports weekend. I'm excited to hang out with the bros and talk about some Call of Duty.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Josh Allen. What's going on with that? They winning? They losing? What's happening over there?
They're a real mixer, but they're on the Broncos side of the field. Start of the fourth quarter right now. Maybe a tied-ish game here shortly.
Well, shit, then. What's going on with you, Nub? How you doing over there? Looking good as always?
I'm doing great, Tom. Big day for the FaZe boys, man. They look good.
Yes, sir.
The rest of the matches were kind of interesting, but I've been good just watching some playoff football, watching some COD, and now we're here.
Hell yeah. How you doing, Don? Just link me your new hit single.
Yeah, I'm not dropping that for a while, but I just wanted to, I don't know, just wanted to play something.
Yeah.
Team played good today. We scrimmed RCD's team. I don't know what Falcon team that is. Falcon White
Falcons
or green.
White. I think
Yeah,
it's white.
Falcons White.
Yeah.
We slammed them. We're playing Optic in the S&D chow right now, so I'm kind of watching that on the side. Not really, but yeah, I mean, chilling.
It's good. How's everything going with the Bush and challengers and everything? How's everything going over there?
I mean, we're in losers right now. Hopefully, we can fucking make the run. Well, I think we got to win, what, 1, 2, like 4 matches straight to win, so.
You can do that. You can do that for
Ask
sure.
what's the score. I don't want to leak optics shit, but we're playing pretty well right now. I got a little 50 on it, so hopefully hopefully
What
we
do you
win.
got the 50 with? Who do you got the 50
With
with?
Shots. Shotsy's trying to big dog. He's like big bank right now. I think he's with 3 of us. He's with me, Cap, and Spart.
He's pulling a draws?
Yeah.
He's pulling a draws, bro?
Yeah, that
No
boy's
way,
too
bro.
paid.
Guys are putting down side bets on scrims, bro. This is insane,
That boy
bro.
Shotsy's too fucking paid. He's literally with everybody. So yeah.
Hell yeah. What about you, Duarte? How you doing over there, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. So I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum here with Ben and Ian. I've been watching a lot of esports. No sports for me. Watching
like
COD
that.
League, and on top of that, watching the Apex Legends champs. And yeah, I mean, dude, if you guys have been paying attention to that, I mean, Imperial Hal still fucking goated. That guy literally is an actual legend in esports. He doesn't get talked about enough. But yeah,
Did they
esports
win?
has been
Did they
fun.
win already?
But he's been
No, it's
fucking
not.
cooking, bro.
Tonight's champs, just the final.
Bro, he has been absolutely frying. Like, and I don't know if you guys like paid attention at all, but like they banned his controller because like apparently it has macro functionalities, and obviously he wasn't using them. So he had to get a new controller at the event while in Japan, and he's still like actually just world starring. So
That's insane.
that guy's insane. And then yeah, I mean the COD League's been going on. Obviously, we got FaZe, fucking turning up to a whole new level. They're obliterating teams.
Yeah.
And we got some another interesting match that I'm sure we'll talk about soon.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I want to take a look at the breaking point predictions as well, Ben. If you could link me those, I want to take a look at those, and see what's going on. But yeah, we had some matches to go over today, and then of course we'll take a look at tomorrow's matches and give our thoughts. But let's not waste any more time, and let's hop into the first match of the day. And we're hopping into the Miami Heretics going up against the Boston Breach, where Miami were able to get a 3-1 victory over Boston. First map, we got a Scar Hardpoint. That one ends 250 to 248. Boston threw that map away. We're definitely gonna have to take a look at that one. Then we go into a Scar S&D where Boston bounced back and win that one 6-4. Then we go into a Den Overload where Miami get a 3-1 victory there. And then we go into a Black Car Hardpoint where Miami close it out 250 to 176. We'll scroll down, take a look at the stat sheet. Everybody positive for Miami. You got a 1.22 from Meadows, a 1.2 from Rencore, a 1.26 from Super, a 1.15 from Trakes. Everybody going crazy. On the other side, you had a 0.62 from Cammy today, a 1.09 from Nasty. He's going to be the only guy positive from the team. You had a 0.76 from Purge and a 0.89 from Snoopy. We'll scroll down, take a look here at the stat sheet. The match MVP, we got Super 1.13 in Hardpoint, 0.83 in Search, and a 1.86 in Overload. Donnie, we'll start with you. Miami, they come out, arguably should have went down 0-1, maybe 0-2 here, but somehow, some way, they bring that back, that map number 1, and they get a 3-1 victory over Boston. What did you think?
I was checked the fuck out because I picked Boston, not necessarily because I was confident in them, but just because I kind of needed to take a risk to try to get first place.
Yeah.
So I took them. Thought they were gonna win the map, and they just fucking crumbled. Miami look okay. I mean, I still think. I mean, they're better than they were from the break, but like they still got work to do. I don't really believe in either of these teams, to be honest. But like this match was just whatever. Just with Cammy throwing up a point. I mean, I thought Cammy was good at this game, honestly. I mean, it could just be a
He's
bad
been
series.
struggling recently.
Yeah, it could just be a bad series or a recent little struggle. But like your AR player going -40 or whatever the fuck he just went is just unacceptable. I mean, especially when Nasty's literally frying. Even the first map, Nasty was literally frying too. So like I don't know. I mean, both of these teams to me are just whatever, honestly.
Yeah, let's go over to you, Duarte. What are your thoughts? Boston got they got cooked today.
Yeah, I mean, I called Heretics to win this series, not in the fashion that we saw. Obviously, I think they should have been down 0-2. I saw Boston up by a decent amount, and then I turned off the stream because I was headed to the gym, and then I pulled it up when I got there, and it was literally down to the wire again, and I was so confused. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" I watched the rest of it, and yeah, Boston just had a full-on collapse. This is now 2 really good series at a super. He got match MVP, I think, in the last series they played. He's been looking a little bit better. I mean, he is kind of a kill whore, but I think that's kind of like where his role fits on this team with the rest of them, because Metals and Trey, they just fucking run around, dude. They're running circles around teams when they're playing well. Their hardpoint record is interesting. They're like what, 8-3 now or something? Or no, what are they? Was they 8-3? I think they're like 8-3 in hardpoint. It's something crazy. They're like top 3 in the league. Although that one was close, I mean, these guys are stepping up. They're slowly getting better, and this is kind of like what we saw out of like the Miami Heretics last season. They're just like slowly improving, and the fact that S&D, they're not the best at still when it was their best game mode last year, like it's a good sign for them, going into the future. But for the Boston, I mean, dude, somebody needs to help Nasty. Like he's literally the only reason that sometimes these maps are competitive, because he just has so many takeover moments where he's bailing his team out.
Yeah. What about you, Benj? Benj, you had a little run-in with Purjay last week, and obviously Boston come in and they don't get the win here today. What are your thoughts on that, Ben?
I mean, on the series, I feel like this is a pretty mid-pack series. I mean, shout out to Miami for winning, but I don't think they played A+ COD today. I think comeback was really nice in map 1, but I thought map 4 could have. Map 4 was a weird map as well, and I just think for Miami, yeah, Chris's point, like they're getting better every day. I'm just not super convinced right now that they're going to pull up this event and play particularly well. I think their ceiling's probably like top 6 right now, but in future stages, I kind of see the potential for the squad. I just think it's not there right now. As for Boston, I mean, we've always kind of talked that Boston's sort of the MO team where, the teamwork kind of carries them. The slang's not always consistent. They're not the highest slaying team, but they play ahead of people and they have good team ball. And I feel like this series kind of exposed that at times they really haven't had that, and the slang's not there, and that's where these series sometimes go away for them. That being said, for Boston, because of the product of how this stage is playing out, they are not entirely out of qualifying for winners bracket in Major 1 at the moment, although it's not looking good.
So how many more games do they have left
They
until?
have 2 more.
They have 2 more games, and what, they have to win both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do they play?
No, they play
play
C9 1.
C9 and Thieves, I think so. C9 is definitely doable. We saw C9 today. We'll get to that one at the end of the show. And then Thieves, obviously, we don't know what kind of state they're in right now, so it's not impossible for Boston to do it. 4-3, 3-4 might get them in. I think the difficulty is that they've kind of lost some teams that may be potentially in that tiebreaker situation at 3-4, including Miami after this one. So they might be a team that potentially is 3-4, gets some kind of cut, and they get the 9th seed.
Mm-hmm. What about you, that dub? What's going on? What did you think of the series?
I mean, this just reinforces kind of what we've been saying with Boston. They just lack firepower. Like, it's as simple as that. And I understand that it's still early in the season. We're not even at the first major, but I think if they really want to actually ever contend, they're going to need to make a change. I just don't see it. I kind of said it, what was it, last flank or 2 flanks ago? I don't think Snoop could be a number 1. I don't think anyone on our team is a number 1. They could all be good number 2s, great number 2s, but they can't be a number 1. So I think if they want to improve, they need to make a change, maybe dip into challengers.
It's pretty hard to find that number 1, right? It's pretty hard to find that.
It is. No, it is. It is. And it's risky because I don't think they're a bad team. I'm just talking on from like the scale of if they actually want to go into these events with a chance ever.
Yeah.
They need to do that. But the risk is if they do make a change, it could end up just being completely diabolical from like a team chemistry, teamwork, et cetera, et cetera. So, but I think Miami, you know what I mean? They're doing their thing. Well, I want to see them play better teams, but I kind of thought that series was going to go how it went, even though I picked Boston with Don. And that's another L for the breaking point picks.
Yeah,
You guys are selling. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the picks. We'll get
at
there.
this point, I'm just trying to go for the home run ball, man. Me and Don are trying to go yard, and I can't. And I'm striking out looking. So.
Yeah, we'll get to that for sure. We got to take a look at those predictions, but let's hop into some clips. We hop in. I want to go into the second P3 to start things off. Obviously, Boston, you can tell they have a fat lead here, and they end up losing this map. I actually wanted to talk about Miami's attempt to break here. I actually like that they're taking routes initially, but then they cut back to mid-cut here, and they start playing these kills mid-cut. Do you guys like them cutting back here? Don't you think they should be trying to apply some pressure on their back spawns and like trying to like be a nuisance here and maybe play through green? Or do you like them pushing back? I mean, Don, I see you shaking your head. Like, what do you think about this Don? Because I feel like normally, like, I would probably play a full pinch here. I didn't like when they cut back here. Like, I liked it initially, and then they cut back.
Probably one should at least go top green or top broken, whatever people want to call it. It could work. I mean, I see what they're
just
like.
Just funneling
thinking.
through mid-cut sucks, Don, no?
Yeah,
Doesn't it suck?
yeah. I see, like, I just see the thought process, but, like, yeah, they definitely should at least, like, flank and be annoying.
Yeah.
It's just one of those situations where I swear, like, if they weren't down by that much, they would have 100% went to green. So you're right, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're
tweaking.
I think the only excuse you can make is maybe they didn't want to push into green and cause split spawns, so they wanted to keep them spawning in one place. But other than that,
it's their first push, though, Duarte. 56 seconds on the clock, you know? Like, I mean, it's their first push, and you got a guy slow playing front.
I'm just trying to look at it from their perspective. But yeah, no, I think they should definitely go green, try to get this guy off the plane. That way number 5 could advance. Otherwise, he's kind of just pinned down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It ended up not playing off for them, and, you know, I've been a big component just taking those routes initially and getting certain things blocked on a map. So then when you get kills, you can actually work proper breaks. And I thought right there they kind of shortcut it a little bit on the break. But then obviously Miami make the comeback here. We go into the end of the game as we start going back into another P5 here. And this is where I thought Boston was just going to roll away with them. You can see 50 seconds left on the clock. You're thinking Boston's going to hold all this hard point, and they do hold a lot of this time. But somehow, some way, Miami were able to bring this back, and I don't even know where to start on this comeback and how Miami was able to do it because it just looks so sloppy from both ends. When we go back to the P1, Miami landed so many nades to stop Boston from winning this map. I couldn't believe what I was watching. But a perfect hold from Boston on a P5 gives them a really, really big lead here. And then as we go back into the P1, you can kind of start to see how it starts fumbling down here. For Optic, I'm going to switch over. You can see Miami, they're fighting for this point, but right here, Purge gets here, all the kills go down. Boston, right here, you think they're going to win it. Just 7 seconds to go, and my bad, I meant Boston. I didn't mean to say out there, it's on me. And then you can see it's the green. It's fucking me up. And then Nasty, he gets the kill. Boston just constantly getting these kills. Everybody collapsing. The streak comes in from Purge. I think they called about, 2-3 streaks here at the end of this game, and it still didn't close it out for him. Like, Boston was using everything they had in the bag. Boston with a clean, this was crazy. Like, Boston's literally, they get the kills, they use the streak, but the nades come in. Trakes is able to get a nade there. Then the contests come in. Boston still fighting for their life, but Miami just won't give up. Another frag coming in from Metals. And people don't really run flak in respawn, right, Donnie? Like the bush. Like, are you guys running flak?
There's a lot of one nades. Nah, we get one naded all the time.
Bro, the one nades.
I think 2 of us run flak.
I mean, people were asking about trophies. I mean, Cammy had one. Cammy had a trophy.
I think Byron's trophy wasn't up yet, and that's both of them, right?
Wait, can you rewind though to right before Purge calls in the streak?
Yeah, right here. When he gets these kills.
Like is this? I mean, I guess it's a little nitpicky, but in my mind, it feels like it's a panic streak.
Yeah,
like,
why streak?
Like, look at the score right now, right? You're in the game. P1, now teams can hold it, but it's kind of mixy in general. Like, why would you waste a streak there? And I know, obviously, COD timing, the guy, Rancor flanks through mid cut, who he probably would have died. Purge would have probably killed him if he just wasn't in his streak. And then the trades go down with the nades. So like it's a little unlucky, but wouldn't you rather just save that for P2?
Yeah, you could.
Like if needed. Like, yeah, I just don't think I agree with the streak usage right there.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just unfortunate that during the streak animation, the guy got through the left and shot somebody in the back because the streak animation is so long. I think my main complaint there is Nasty getting on the hill instead of just like holding that side of the map. His entire team is spawning on the left, and he's the only person on the right, and he gives up like control of whatever you call that building, the store. In order to get on the objective, he ends up getting naded. But like him, he would have been so much more useful if he just stayed in the store and allowed his teammates to come off spawn safely and get onto the point from that mid cut. Him giving that portion up, he gets naded, and then all of Miami starts flooding through that store and keeping them off the objective. Like if he stays there, they have a better chance of winning. I mean, that's not the only thing that went wrong, considering they had such a large lead. But yeah, I mean, I just don't like how he just went for the hill there.
Yeah.
Miami somehow too staying alive in this P2 and just like flooding it over and over again. It's just like desperation mode for Miami. But you can kind of see, we'll watch the ending of it and we'll see what happens. Boston, they just continue to flood through front. Nobody really takes any routes. It just seems like they're just running one by one, just trying to force their way in here. Now you can start to see it's Purge who starts inching over to that new hard point, and at this point, somebody from Miami, I'm pretty sure it's Meadows, gets a streak from all the kills that were going down, and they actually use it perfectly. They played tight on ult to make sure Boston don't get those last 2 seconds, and Meadows calls that streak in pretty early that he forces players inside. So even though he gets a team kill and finds one, it just forces all the Boston players to get inside, and they can't get on that hard point and win the game. It was a perfectly timed streak there for Meadows, and then you can just see again, it's just a clusterfuck. Just Miami controlling the chaos and just being annoying and winning these trades. Boston start crumbling, and I think a lot of it just seemed like panic. Seemed like Boston was panicking to me.
Panicking, Tom. Look at the play. Rewind. Look at the guy that was on the plane. Instead of holding that head glitch for his team, he dives. Look at this. He's there's 2 of them there, and they both give up this fucking plane, and they both fly onto the hill.
Yeah,
and
that's
die.
crazy. Giving up plane heady has got to be
one of them got
trolliest thing you can do.
Well, number 3 got fucking shit on by Super, to be fair, and then he gets another. So, I mean, but still, losing this gunfight, giving this up, like, they're just rushing shit. I get they need 2 points. I completely understand. But if you maintain the map control, it's gonna come to you. You know Miami is in desperation mode, that they are going to fly at you and give you kills. You give up your power spot, you're just rushing that shit. Like, just hold it. They're gonna come.
What do you guys think? What do you think about Purge's play on the rotation, considering he didn't pop his mute field? I don't know if maybe they didn't know there was a streak, and he was probably dead to the streak anyway. He rotated there, but what are you guys' thoughts?
I don't think he's doing anything. Yeah, it's with the streak in the air. I just don't think it's going to do much.
Your field doesn't do shit.
Right here's when the streak's going down. Purge actually makes a good play and gets a kill. He actually gets one before the streak falls.
Yeah, it gives you.
And he forced a team kill.
Yo,
I think he's dead anyway.
If only Boston had a streak for either P2 or P3, you think they would have won a game?
Does it give you does it give you cold-blooded, Don?
Yeah, I know it gives you Ghost. It gives you Ghost and yeah.
Ghost, cold-blooded, and Ninja, right? Like it gives you all 3.
I don't know if it's cold-blooded, but it's whatever it is to where you can't get seen by the streak. I mean, it's a plain hill, so I mean, he could just spam the rockets and it can kill him anyways.
He's probably dead.
Bro, they lost by fucking 2 points. You can literally name 800 different reasons of why they lost the map, 100%. Bro. They just fucking collapsed and broke the fuck down. Like that was just awful. Like, they should have kept the streak. They should have stayed on the heady. Like they could have did any fucking thing better in the world, and they would have won. They literally lost by 2 points. Yeah, they just fucking crumbled. Like.
Yeah,
they just rushed it, dude.
Were you gonna say, Ben?
Any play they could have just did better and they would have won.
No, I think Don's correct, and that's unfortunate because Miami looked totally dead through about 90% of this map, but they kind of fumbled their way through the dark at the end and gave some momentum, and then we move on to map 2.
Yeah, speaking of map 2, we go into to the mid rounds here. We go into the 3-3 round, so we're all tied up. Now, listen, Meadows with a first blood and a nade. Are people not running flak in S&D? I've seen so many first blood nades in S&D. I don't understand. Like, people don't have flak on? Like, I just feel
a lot of the time, no, bro. A lot of the time, no.
It depends on your play. Some people, or maybe they just don't think about switching their class.
I feel like if you're not running flak in S&D, you're kind of trolling a little bit.
The only reason you should ever run lightway is if you're trying to like beat across or rush something to get like map control. If you're playing passive in your spawn, like you should be running flak. Yeah.
I just don't think the lightweight difference is that drastic. Like when you have it on and off, I don't think it's like, at least it doesn't feel that
No,
drastic. Like I feel like
it's huge on certain maps, Tom.
Certain
if you don't
maps,
have
yeah.
lightweight, you literally cannot get to the. If somebody else has lightweight and you don't have lightweight, you can't watch across.
yeah,
they get there. They
it's
cross
definitely
before you
certain
can see
maps for sure. Definitely certain maps. I feel like you can get through, but I mean, listen, man, you got to watch out for these pre-nades, especially on Scar, bro. Like getting picked by nades consistently. There were so many first blood nades. I didn't understand it because you also know where the nades are coming in as well. Right, so you can also just wait them out, but. I don't know. Maybe it's a lot easier said than done, but I just wanted to highlight the play for Miami because they actually played Plainside. And how many times do we watch this map and nobody utilizes this side of the map on offense? And I don't understand why. Everybody usually has the same setup, right? So like, a guy's going to be on a plane by himself. Like if you guys can all get here and just put some shots into him and back him down, you can get full control of this. And that's exactly what they do. I mean, Miami, they just put shots into him. Cammy has to run back. And now Miami, with control of a plane, they could just look over these guys pushing forward. And that's what they do. Meadows gets aggressive. He finds another blood. Bomb's going to go down. And Miami pick up all the cuts. And it's just a clinical offense round from them. I mean, why don't teams do this more, guys? I don't understand. Like, why don't they play? Like, how many times do we see a team actually play offense through this side of the map?
Not often.
It's early. People are just so. I feel like a lot of teams are still stuck in playing things one way. Like even how you said in Overload, there's still teams that just forego one way.
Yeah.
People are just not trying to be creative for some reason. I don't know.
I mean, S&D
It's early,
especially,
bro.
man. Like, I know it's early, but, I just feel like some of these maps are just, like, so one-dimensional right now, and they don't need to be. There's a lot of different plays that I feel like that could be happening and being made, and I don't know. At first, I felt like people were looking at me like I'm faded. Like, why would you go playing? But now I'm, like, seeing it in action, and it's working, So it's cool to see from Miami. Then we get into the 3-4 round. I was just talking about them grenades. And the same thing happened. Bang! This time it was Cammy. Again, like, it's big in S&D when you're getting blooded, man. You're giving the other team's numbers, and, we're not even 15 seconds in. It's another nade kill. It's another first blood. But somehow, some way, Nasty was able to bail them out here. And I don't know how he was able to do that. We could watch it back just to see the plays that he was able to make. Purge ends up finding one and getting traded out. Now it's a 2v3 situation. You can see Nasty. He wraps all the way back around through mid-map. And nobody picking up mid-map for Miami. Maybe they were sleeping a little bit at the wheel. They all turn their backs to mid-map. And then they get two-pieced by Nasty there. What do you guys think? Maybe a mistake for Miami there? I just feel like you can't give a mid-map in that situation. But good plays from Nasty, nonetheless. He gets 3 in a round. So good plays there. And then we get into the last not the last round, the 4-4 round. And this is where I thought Miami threw away an offense. You can see it's a 4v4 right now, about 45 seconds left on the clock. Trex makes a good play and gets all the mid-map control. He's going to get that first blood in HUD. Rencor gets Nasty one shot, and then he gets his bomb down. I love the plays from Rencor, just insta-planning. As soon as he backs him down, gets him weak. And then, of course, you got Purge. He's armored crawling. He's got Cammy looking over him. And I don't know how Miami, like, what do you think is the problem with Miami setup here? Because they end up trolling this, and they end up losing this round. What do you guys think the problem is?
Nobody's watching the stairs cross. They're just low, and some guys just holding a corner in the back stairs. They're not even backing anyone down from going top. They're holding bottom, like double bottom. Like, how are you going to get that info?
Yeah, I mean,
Not
letting
even
Purge
shimmying it,
do
not even
this.
sliding it, just not even trying to get info.
Yeah, I
feel
don't
like
like
they just played so peewee for having a numbers advantage. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You would have thought they were in the 3v4 the way they just played. Like they were just like literally in corners, not like shimmying nothing. Like
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
will agree with Ben though. Like not having anybody with eyes up top is just, I mean, bro, it's so bad. Like nobody sees stairs. Like you would think that with 2 guys on site, you would think that, hey, like they could be above us, right? Like Trakes kind of gets shot in the back here. He's the first one to go down. It was from Purge when he crawls up, like right here, and it's like how is Trakes getting shot in the back here? Like how is this even happening? This shouldn't even be happening right now. So,
Yeah, I mean, fair play to Purge to crawl across. Like that is ballsy, but yeah, it's the only gap realistically that they had. And there's no way to see it.
And we get into the last and final round, and Boss are able to close it out. Look at Purge. 20 seconds into the round, and he's in their spawn. He just ran through B side. I guess he just saw nobody there. And lucky for him, he's able to get one here before he dies. But it does push Miami back a little bit, and you can see Boston, they start getting aggressive through mid. They work some kills when after Purge kind of forces them back, and Boston were able to go on and trade out and win this out. Super, he tries to make a play, but gets taken down. Any other final thoughts? Any S&D, gentlemen? It's a good bounce back from Boston.
Yeah, could have been up
Nasty
2-0,
with
man.
13. Yep,
Could have been up 2-0.
My
Should have
pick
been up
could have been
2-0.
right.
Should have been
and
up
I would
2-0.
have been, Cutting the
Me and
promo.
Dom would have been on it.
I would have been like, yeah, I knew Boston was gonna win this shit.
We told y'all. We
Predicted
trying to
this
tell y'all.
shit. Next thing you know, we're down. Like, you know.
Now they're
Is what it
calling me
is, bro.
some shit.
Then we
Yeah,
get
now they call
into
me
then we get into the overload. Now I don't know what you guys think, but me personally, if you're on the side that Miami is on right now, I don't think we should be running it roof. I think you should be trying to rotate this out and bringing it back around dojo, or bringing it back through mid to dojo, like mid cut to left, like to be like, maybe it's easier said than done. Like maybe you guys have an opinion on that, but in my opinion, just constantly pushing roof, it's just not gonna work. Even if you get the kills and you start pushing P2. Like you might want to cut across lobby and like maybe bring it back to mid cut. It's just so hard to actually get it into A unless you get a wave in P2 and you can just push through and get it, right? Like it's pretty difficult to actually do. Like right here, Miami get 2 dead, and instead of wrapping the ball back because they have somebody pushed out mid, like right here, boom, 2 dead, a guy's pushing out mid. Why not just grab this device, bring it back to mid, and now you have number 5 leading for you, right? Now Trakes is the lead. He can open up a fight or two, and you guys can get the point in. But instead, look what happens, right? They get 2 kills, and they just run forward. They don't wrap the device back. They just start running forward. And look at the spawns from Boston, right? Like they're constantly spawning on this 8 point over and over again. You're just going to have to keep winning wave after wave after wave. It just feels like it's not the best way to go about it. But what do you guys think?
These teams got to learn from the Pred special, bro. Listen, or the Falcon special. Grab the ball, run it back to your spawn, have one guy, maybe 2 guys, hold the push through on the lane you just wrapped it away from, cause that ball movement, and then hit a fucking pinch, bro. Like you're not gonna just get through this fucking wall unless you gun all of them. And even if you do gun all of them, they're just gonna spawn right on the point again.
It's on right here as well. This is another situation, right? Like you have a guy pushed out mid, you know nobody's there, right? Like you just got all these kills and they're coming off spawn. Like you know nobody can be hitting that route on you. Just grab this device. Even with number 8 spawning here, he'll clear lobby for you. He'll clear this out. Like just grab it, get it out of there, and wrap it back. But Miami, they just keep going forward. They just keep running straight.
I think everyone's always under. I think everyone's always under the impression with overload that like running backwards is trolly. But like, dude, it's the only way to create ball movement is to grab the fucking rock and take it like towards the center of the map and keep them guessing. That is what opens up the lanes. That is what spreads teams thin. You have to move the ball away from the lane that it spawns, because what is everyone going to do? If you see the fucking drone spawn on the right side of the map, where's everyone going to go? They're going to go to the right side of the map. So what's the point? Genuinely, you're hoping that you wipe a team to get any sort of map control. It's the only way if you play that way.
I think we'll see teams start to do it more. I mean, it's very similar to like Uplink. Like back in Black Ops 3, bro, teams weren't wrapping it in the beginning of the year. Once the teams and the players start to understand the timings, but I mean, we're already seeing some teams like adapt.
Yeah.
But I think once we get to mid-season, end of season, you're going to see a lot of just those like mental games between the teams with wrapping the ball. Especially with the spawn and the spawn timing, it seems like it's so hard unless you straight up bully a team to hit a lane straight up and score on whatever point it is on that side.
It's happening again as well. Just real quick, Ben, like even with Boston, right? Like they're getting on the site, they're getting kills. Like they can easily just wrap this shit out, but instead they're just like they're constantly just pushing, just pushing forward, like trying to bully their way through. And I just don't think it's gonna work.
Because the thing, sorry Ben, I know you want to get a thought. The thing is too, very similar to how Uplink was played. Like they could have wrapped it and had someone hold to see if the other team gives them one, and then as they're wrapping, that player can now flank. Because those players are going to start to give that space up and fill in other areas of the map.
Yeah.
So I think we'll start to see it more as the season
look
goes
what
on.
happens when they don't win the fights, right? Like if you don't wrap and you keep it here, well then look what happens on the other side for Miami, right? Like it's so easy to get control of this server room and just kind of push Boston back. It's so much easier to get this device and bring it to B point for Miami than it is for Boston to bring it to Miami's A point, right? Like look how close this B point is. One wave and boom, they're running this device in. Matter of fact, they're waiting to cap, right? Like they're not even like doing it right away. They're giving it a few seconds. But go ahead, Ben.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead, Ben. I feel we cut off Ben before.
No, I mean, I was gonna say like the issue with the wrapping thing is like it's not like we're just calling for it now and it's some complex concept. We were saying during the Flank Invitational it was gonna be meta on this map. It's just disappointing the teams are not doing it now when it's been known since 3 days after the game come out that that's probably the best way to play this shit.
Yeah. One thing, you guys got any other final thoughts on the overload? I think that was like the biggest thing. Once Miami got that cap, they got the lead, and they didn't blow it. They kind of just kept it. I just feel like teams need to be a little bit more active with the device. But other than that, you guys got any other final thoughts before we head into this last map?
Just to add one more thing, like I agree with everything you guys said. Just I think some players just aren't understanding it fast enough. Like I feel like you can hear it in listenings, you can see it. Just you watch certain teams that like some players on the team know. Like the other day when we were watching Surge play, Gwen was like, "I think we need to wrap this," but like no one else is like thinking about. I think some teams, like maybe one or two people, like know where they should take the ball and know where to go. But I don't think like whole teams understand it. You know, so I feel like just certain players just need to catch up. Like it's just simple as that.
I just don't think the game mode is that complex, bro. Like it's just like CTF. You need to use the indicator and the delayed indicator, especially if you're on
but
offense.
a lot of these kids never played CTF.
Offense out of position. Like it's not like that.
A lot of these kids never played any of those fucking modes. Like I dead ass think like there's a lot of people who are like legitimately confused.
I can count the times on my hand that the amount of scores that have come in from the lane that the ball spawns in. It's just rarely happening unless the other team is getting cooked, unless the guy with the drone is pistol whipping people. It's just not happening. You have to cause the split. You have to cause the spread. Otherwise you're never making it.
Going into the map 4, the black card, this is kind of where Miami started to peel away a little bit. Starts with Rancor just going on an absolute tear in this map. He's 27-11 right now in this map going into the second rotation. And the next highest on his team is 16 kills, and that's going to be Metals. Just Rancor having an absolute masterclass. And then they played this rotation pretty well. I know Boston was able to get into it, but I want to pull up some breaks here at the end because we had a close game here at the end. And some really good breaks were able to come in from Miami. And it starts with this one right here. I don't know how Miami was able to get in here, but I do like how they're taking routes. I will say that. You have one guy from Boston pushed all the way out front. That's going to be Snoopy. But instead of them just all four flooding front and just trying to kill Snoop and just running at the front one by one, Miami, they take routes, and they're kind of all over the map, right? They're attacking from right. They're attacking from mid. They have a guy late playing front. That's going to be Metals. And then they're able to get in here and kind of push them back for this last 15, 20. Those are just the things I'm talking about, right? Like when you're breaking hard points, like just stop flooding. Like especially on a map like this, you can hit routes in 5 seconds on this map. Cutting through mid.
You back up on Byron. How much time was on the clock? I'm very curious here.
A lot.
Okay, yeah.
There's only 48 seconds when Boston gets this win.
It just kind of sucks because then you end up, and I don't think that was the intention. It's just you kind of end up like not giving yourself spawns for new because you do kind of want to flip out here in like the last like.
Well, no, listen. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I think number 1 should be running mid and just taking a chow and dying. Like just stagger their push. Like number 4 is blocking. You got number 2 in Hill. You got a guy pushed all the way out front. You know they're mid and left. If you take the chow mid, you get one and die, or if you just die, you'll spawn in the back anyway. You'll just spawn there. Like instead, they kind of turtle.
I would agree with you, but like
that's the school of Rambo Ray right there, by the way. That's I'm pretty sure Rambo would agree with me on this, but I could be wrong. But
I would agree. It's not entirely a bad play, but the fact that number 3 is in fucking Uganda, if that number 1 guy if number 1 dies, like bro, yeah, you move fast as fuck in this game. They killed number 1, they are instantly literally on top of the spawn point, and number 3 is influencing it in a negative way. So that is going to immediately cause a flip for number 1.
But Chris, like, look at how this went down though. Look, clean 4 dead, as clean as can be. And you have and while this clean 4 dead is happening, Snoopy's already pushed out. So you know they're spawning deep P2. You know they are. Right here, if you're number 1, you can 100% hit out mid. If you know the time, you 100% you push this out and you make a play. Like number 4 is blocking. He hits through mid. Like he gets 1 or 2. He slows down their whole entire push. Like that's
now,
how you get a full 60.
Looking at it based on the wipe. Yeah, probably.
Like Duarte, let me tell you this. Why give them 1 wave to break when you can make them go through 2 or 3 waves to break?
I agree, Tom, but let me propose another thing. I don't think number 3 should be going where he is. Number 2 can literally spot the entire front of the hill.
He's deep.
He can call for help literally so fast. It's better for number 3 and number 1 to just go in a mid. Like if they both hit mid and like hold the door and the wall run, and even like they're not getting broken.
Yeah, but isn't he just trying to spawn in P2 now? Like, is that?
Well, he already did. He wasn't even there when he spawned.
He already did.
Yeah, he already did. So, I mean, maybe he wasn't sure if he did, so he went to go like make sure that it happened. But
True.
Bro, COD 101. COD 101. Don't block the hell spawn. Don't block the spawn where we want them to spawn in, bro. Like,
Yeah. Also, COD 101. Make the guy in the hill useful.
yeah,
If number three
he's
runs,
literally licking his lips in the hill if they're
yeah, if
spawning in
number-
front.
Exactly. If
He's
number
literally
3 is
licking his
pushing
lips on a
out
box
front,
heady, but we're blocking the spawn.
yeah. If number 3's pushed out there, number 2 is essentially useless. Sure, he can help mid door, but look what he's doing. He's
Snoopy
like,
should have just chowed their mid door and not like went right here.
Or just pinch it.
Yeah,
If they're hard blocking, just hit it fast. Like they're kind of spawn. You know they're spawning there. He could have hit a quick flank here. It just flank
Just
it real
let
quick.
them
And
spawn there. This is bro. The guy in the hill. I see fire in the hill. Like this is the CDL, right? Like these guys are supposed to be elite players. Fire on this box heady is getting 7. He's getting 7 straight kills sitting on this box. They're all just jumping off the wall. They're just getting fucking shredded.
That's
yeah,
why you
the
see a lot
guy
of
in
people
the
go
hill-
The guy in
window.
the hill is literally doing nothing. Like obviously getting
That's
points.
why that
but
guy, Snoop can go window and he can watch 2 fucking lanes and kind of help fucking get everyone straight.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And then
Number
disappear.
Number 2 can literally call for help. If number 3 stays mid, number 1 can activate on mid. They just literally go there and they just absolutely
Nub, what do you
terrorize.
think, Nub?
Heretics.
Should Boston have taken space right here? Do you think they should have taken a little space with a clean 4 dead, or you think they're
I mean,
fine?
bro, Snoopy decided he wanted to play free for all instead of 4v4. Like he 100%. Just think about it. You put them in that hell spawn, and like you guys are saying, I agree with everything you're saying. Like make the guy in the hill useful. If you go window, like bro, you know a team that like even if he didn't block that spawn, you know a team is not just gonna 4-hit front. Like like they're just not. If he goes window, he can play off. I believe it was Purge, right? Or whoever could have went through the mid doors and played mid. They could have played off each other. He could have played off of Cammy if Cammy is shouldering and saying he needs help front. And he just decided he's gonna go play a 1 on the opposite end of the map. That means absolutely nothing.
I also think, like, just to be devil's advocate here, maybe Snoopy thought like it's halfway through the hill.
I don't
Like,
know.
they're
If
not
bro, I
gonna-
don't know. I still think it's more on number 1 and number 4. Like one of them should like if Snoopy's gonna get put. Like one thing about Snoopy doing this is he does have all the info. You know they're all P2 now because Snoopy pushed this out. And one does wrap back into him and they kill him. You know the rest are mid and left. You know they're all mid and left. Like if somebody just hit out mid and left side and staggered their push here, like Donnie said, like just get on the heady and chow these guys. Hit mid chow. Like you could take chows here. Like you as long as somebody's hard blocking, like you can. Bro, you have 4 kills here. Like, take the space. Like, take the map. Like, get the kills. Like, because look, even after, like, Snoopy gets a kill here. He gets a kill. He drops all the way back. They just, look how tight they play. Look how slow they play back here. I mean, there's obviously a lot of problems with this. I think whatever they do, they're clearly not on the right page, right? No, like, Snoopy's out of the play while they're, like, Snoopy's pushing while some people are playing tight, right? It's either we're all going to block and push or we're all going to play tight, right? Like, let's do something together.
I mean, no, you're right. The way I look at it is strictly a numbers game. Snoopy played a 1v1. Miami took advantage of that. They played a 3v2.
Exceed said, that's a good play out of Snoopy. That's not on him. That's what Exceed said.
Of course you gotta say that. What the fuck?
It
Yo,
all
keep
depends.
doing that dumbass shit, bro.
It was great.
Yo, keep doing that dumbass
Oh,
shit,
it
bro.
was great.
Bro,
I
if they
think-
spawn
I think he-
far
I think
front,
he's-
right? Bro, hold on. If they spawn where Snoopy blocked, they're gonna wrap mid regardless, or they're gonna go to hell and bang front. They're gonna wrap mid regardless. Instead, we're spawning them so they could just spawn up on the
take a
left
route
and just run
immediately.
straight up
Yeah.
mid. Bro, blocking the right spawn, that literally makes no sense, bro. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Yeah, blocking the
But
right
yeah,
spawn
keep
gives them a
doing
spawn.
that, bro.
It gives them a
Doing
spawn
that,
to take a
bro.
route. It
That
gives
shit
them a
is
spawn to take
brain
a route
dead as
immediately.
fuck, bro. What? That is fucking brain dead.
Yeah, I don't
And
like it.
then we go to the ending of the game, and Miami they're only up by about 25 here, 27 points, and you can see how they set this up and pretty much just lock down this map. They got a pretty good setup here, and they win every fight as well. Boston tries to go around the back, got a guy late pitch in front, but they're just losing every single fight, and Miami just doing such a great job, just blocking the back, blocking the front spawn. Look how far Boston Breach are spawning from this hard point. This is exactly what you want if you're Miami, and if you're Miami, you just keep pushing these guys out, staggering them as far back as you possibly can, and you lose fights front, then that's when you play tight. And it's just a good hold from them. They go up by about 60 points here after locking down most of this time.
I mean,
and it's all over.
I don't want to be that guy, but let's look at it from this hill because they're basically the way they played the same hill. Look at how Miami set this up. They pushed out the fucking left lane and they made Boston basically have to spawn front. Like
Yeah,
number
well, the
7's putting
difference is
pressure on the wall
they're
run over
challenging
there.
they're challenging both. Like while number 5's pushed out, the number 7's
yeah.
on the heady, right? Like Don's talking, like he's pushing that out. If you're gonna get kills and do nothing with them, you're just gonna fuck yourself over, bro. Miami's getting kills and they're pushing, bro. They are staggering pushes. and they're also them just being here and picking up these lanes. They don't gotta worry, but they get info. Or like super pushing out right and not seeing anything else mid or right after getting that kill. Like he can come to his team like, yo, the rest are front. Like nobody's here. Right? That's the beauty of pushing off your kills. You get all the information and you know where they're going. Right? And
what is that guy looking at? Sorry. I'm just
my
watching
bad, Ben. Are
I'm
you
watching
spiraling? Somebody in the chat said Ben's spiraling. Ben, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody said that you were spiraling. I just
Yeah, well,
want
they
to
be
make sure you
saying
were
a
good.
lot of stupid shit in the chat. I don't know why they're paying attention. To that.
Ah, shit.
Dude,
Oh,
Ben,
my
Ben-
bad, chat.
Ah,
Why are you getting
my
one
bad,
time during the
chat.
fucking flank?
Ben
Like,
is just
bro.
locked. Ben is just
I always
locked.
read
Don't
the
let
chat.
Ben beat y'all ass, chat.
Mhm.
Fight back. Don't let Ben beat y'all
Yo,
ass.
Lurks is in the chat. He said Ben's watching a Bills game right now. Ben, you watching
Oh,
a Bills game?
The Bills game is crazy, Tom.
Listen. Quick sidebar. We knew the Bills weren't going to win the Super Bowl, man. 5-year theory. Josh
No
Allen
way.
and their head coach,
Are they about to lose?
it's over. They need a switch, either QB or coach. Yeah, they're about to lose.
They,
of
they
course.
might potentially lose with a minute left, but Tom, you know how people can win? You can go check out the FaZe Pro Shop, up and running with new core designs.
Yeah.
Of the best esports org in the world. I'm actually wearing the merch right now.
Nice.
Jerseys, hoodies, and more at FaZeProShop.com. Use code FLANK10 for 10% off app. So fucking lily.
Absolutely. That's a good ad read from Benj.
you.
W Benj. Absolutely. All right, let's hop in. Any final thoughts, guys? Boston, Miami? All right, we spent a little extra time on that one because the last series, I got absolutely nothing to say about that one because Jesus.
Yeah.
We'll get there, though. All right, we got Toronto Koi going up against Carolina. Man, is this one unexpected or is it? They bring Exceed into the lineup and Carolina with a 3-1 victory over Toronto. That's 3 in a row now from Carolina as they take down a very good team in Toronto Koi. We start things off at a Den hard point where Toronto come out to a hot start, 250 to 159 in that one. But then we go into a Den S&D where Carolina are able to close it out in a last map, round 11, or sorry, a last round, round 11 there. And then we got a Scar Overload where Carolina win 3-1 in that one. And then a Black Heart point where Carolina win 250 to 152. What a series from Carolina. We're going to talk about it. Let's take a look at the stat sheet. You got a 0.77 from Kleenex today. Don't see that often. You got a 0.91 from Insight, a 1.27 from Joe Deceives. He's not missing any beats today. Real with a 1.05 on the other side. You have a 0.88 from Nero, a 0.95 from Lurks, a 1.0 from Craze, and a 1.19 for the man himself, Exceed. We'll scroll down, take a look at the match MVP, and there he is, BK himself. 1.09 in hard point, a 0.86 in SD, a 1.58 in overload. The Exceed era is here, and I'm all here for it, man. I'm happy for him. He's in the chat right now. Get a W Exceed in the chat. We'll start with you, Nub, down there at the bottom. We got Carolina coming in hot with a 3-1 victory. What do you think, Nub? What do you think's going on?
I mean, I think Carolina's just riding the high of, you know what I mean, new team. I think the biggest thing for them that is kind of helping them out right now is it's got to be a way more laid back team environment. Like, I know how Liddy likes to kind of lead. I know how Liddy talks. And I'm not trying to say that the Ravens are soft, but there's a lot of players in general, in sport, in esport, whatever, that don't take constructive criticism if it's a little toxic,
Aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a little aggressive. Some people, that amplifies even more. They love it. Some just kind of shut down. I've played with players that take it well, take it horribly, and I don't think that they probably took what Liddy was doing, what Liddy was saying, as well as they could have.
Yeah.
For example, I think right now it's just a little bit more free flowing. You can see it in the gameplay. I mean, Exceed's been great for them so far. I'm surprised that they won. I thought Toronto is they're kind of regressing right now, but it was a great series out of Ravens, especially after losing that one.
Yeah. What you think, Benj? Toronto, they get beat down by Carolina today. That's 3 in a row for Carolina since bringing Exceed into the lineup. What do you think?
Well, I think for Carolina, this is a great turnaround. I think they're playing with a lot of freedom and pace, and they move and make quick decisions, which is what you love to see from a team. So shout out to them. You need some good work over there. I think for Toronto, boys, it's time to have a conversation about Toronto and S&D, man. These guys have only played 2 of the maps in the pool so far. They've permabanned Raid basically in every series. The only other maps they have picked are Exposure and Scar. They haven't played Colossus, which I'm surprised. And then you look at the deeper numbers, and this team, doesn't always convert their situationals. I'm a little concerned that their S&D map pool and their S&D bag right now is not particularly deep heading this major one, and that might be their Achilles heel and how they don't win this thing.
You think S&D is going to be a problem for him, Benj?
I think S&D is already a problem. I don't think it's going to be. I think it already is.
What's their S&D record right now? You have it?
Hey, Loki should have won the search today. I mean,
yeah,
I had 16.
They are 3-4 in the league right now in S&D.
3 and 4. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not amazing, but it's basically 50-50.
What do you think, Don Dada? What did you think of the
I
series?
don't know. I think Toronto's fine. I don't think they're regressing. Sagaz Joe is legit. Like, I think he might be top 5. I know Merc.
Yeah.
Who's the top 3 right now? Merc, Ghosty, and Simp. We would probably all agree are like top. I think Nep and Joe are like definitely rounding out the top 5 players in the world. Joe is fucking insane. I think I'm a huge fan of Kleenex as well. I mean, this is his first time having like a 0.7 with an AR. I don't think that will happen again. I think Kleenex is fucking gross. I just think Ravens played great, bro. I mean, fucking exceeded a 1.2, bro. Like,
But it's not even his shooting. The minimap looked really good for Carolina.
Bro, even like the S&D, the one round, he fucking got 2 kills with the snipe. Like, they're doing some insane shit. Not to say that they're not gonna be able to keep it up, but like, Ravens played great. I'm not really like judging Toronto for losing this shit. Like, they also beat fucking Miami. Like, the Ravens are just locked in right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I also think the Ravens have like a decent like map pool where they're pretty damn strong at like 2 like hard points. So they're always guaranteed to get one of them being Blackheart, and I think the other one is Colossus. They've been pretty good at those. So like they're contending in these hard points right now with Exceed, and dude, a lot of it comes down to their comms, bro. You see that fucking listening? Like
their comms are really good.
Their comms are really good. They have a great understanding of where they're all going, how they're like funneling teams. Like I think Nero and Exceed taking over in the comms, and I also just really like the way Craze plays. Like he's good as fuck. Like in terms of just like how ratty he plays, he's very good at it. And then with Lurks and Nero just constantly fucking applying pressure, like you just kind of lose Craze in a lot of the things that are going on, and he's just always making a play that is impactful. So
Craze and Lurks are a scary SMG duo. I don't think people realize how good that duo actually is. Because Craze, he's obviously up and coming. He's new. He came in at the end of last year, and that's kind of where he made a name for himself. So this is kind of like his rookie year. Right, and then Lurks, obviously I've known Lurks from the Stallions and everything, but he's a very aggressive player. Like he'll get in your face, he's very flashy, he'll pop a lot of pieces, and it's got to be annoying to play with. Because I feel like Lurks is more that type of player. He'll push you out, he'll get kills, but like you said, Duarte, like Crazy is constantly taking routes and just being annoying and pinching, and they just work really well off each other. And I think Nero is the perfect person to slot in behind him because, like you said, he's aggressive. Like he's fast, like he can keep up with him.
Nero and Lurks are just never afraid to die, so it just makes it so hard for you to just keep track of like the way Craze is playing. And Exceed's just been like doing his thing. He's so much better on an AR. Like when he first came in the league, he was like a sub player, and then he transitioned to an AR back in Black Ops 6. He looked pretty damn good at EWC, and then he just continued it this year. So dude, I don't think this is terrible from Toronto. I just think that Kleenex had a really bad series, which is kind of uncharacteristic of him. And I think Ravens capitalized on it. I'm not really worried for Toronto, but they definitely can make a lot of improvements in search, as Ben was saying.
Yeah,
they also picked score overload this fucking series, which also doesn't make any sense to me. Considering how good they looked on the other 2 maps. Maybe they're trying to get reps on it, but I don't know. I feel like they maybe underestimated Carolina a bit in this one, and Carolina boys came to play, and that's how you get a fucking easy upset like this.
Yeah, well, Toronto, they started off. I actually love the way that they broke onto this hard point. We're going from indent hard point to a P3 to a P4 here. And look at the way Toronto were able to do it. They stormed through mid and dojo, and I love that their first push is trying to break those back spawns and collapse onto this hard point. I mean, look how clean that was from Toronto. It's probably one of the cleanest breaks you're going to see. But I just love the 2-2 split from them. They use their teamwork. They send 2 guys dojo, 2 guys mid. They get Carolina separated. Joe deceives the cores. Like Don Dada said, one of the best players in the game right now, finds an easy 2. And it's just an absolutely perfect. Why do you all scream and bang? What just happened? Did something just happen?
Bill just tied up the game with like 5 seconds left.
Oh, man. Holy moly.
Thriller.
But just a great break there from Toronto. They actually go on to get most of this time. And that's kind of where we saw the lead really start for Toronto. Just a great break there. I don't know if there was much in the Carolina setup there that you could do. I think they just kind of lost some fights. They were reading the push through from Toronto, but again, Toronto just doing a great job there. Then we go into the second or to the P1 rotation. At the end of this hard point, I love the way Toronto plays it. They get all the kills. They're able to flip the map and push through front. And then you can see how the rotations come in. I love that Kleenex is going all the way around trying to pick up that right side of the map. And then once he wins that initial fight, that kind of slows down all of Carolina's push. I mean, I feel like that mid cut is such a big part of the map. Like if you could stagger teams on that side of the map and just get some kills early, you can do this, right? Where you could just stay down on the backside of P1 and just push them to one side. And that's exactly what Kleenex did. He rotates right, gets the kill dojo, and then just backs up and just plays his life. Like he staggers their push, and it's just such a good play. Toronto were just running away with this map pretty fast. I mean, I think we were all saying that, damn, Toronto, they're absolutely shitting on Carolina in this map number 1. I think a lot of it was just from the mini map, just the routes they were taking, the gunfights they were winning. This map 1 wasn't even close. Is there anything you guys saw in this map 1 that you want to talk about?
Not really. Just
Nope.
Great map out of Toronto. They just played really good.
No, they did. They absolutely just mollywopped them in this hard point. It wasn't even close. And then of course we had the second P2s, kind of where Carolina were just overchowing everything. I feel like at this point they were down. They were getting a little desperate, and this is one of those situations where Toronto, they get kills on his P2 and they're getting the front spawns, and this just becomes a flood fest. I mean, Donnie, you probably see this all the time in challengers on his P2. If you're getting that close front spawn, you don't take any routes. You just keep flooding.
It's a fucking bang out.
Yeah, and now it's flipped. It's the same thing now, right? Like now Toronto, they flip again. They flip them all to the front. All you got to pick up is mid and left right here, and that's what they do. Toronto, again, over 100 points. Great plays coming in from them. Easy map 1. Any final thoughts on the map 1, gentlemen? All right, and we hop into the map number 2. We got Craze. What a crazy clutch. It's actually bombed down right now. Craze left by himself at a 1v3, and check this play out. Finds 1, finds 2, pulls out the pistol, jumps the corner, and finds 3 to defuse the bomb. He was tagged up there. What was his HP right there? Craze was on 20 HP while being chowed by 3 guys, and he put all of them to bed. What a play from Craze, no?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Joe
I think that
got
was a spark
McJizz.
plug for the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of, I mean, that's where it started going right for Carolina. I mean, granted, we did have a close map here in the S&D. Then we get into the 1-1 round here, and this is just a retake from Carolina. Cap's been talking about these 4v4 bomb plants and the watch parties. But again, I just think this starts from Lurks. You could see him get through P2. He's going to be the man of the hour here. I thought for a second Crazy was going to play through lobby. Maybe
But this is
play
where he
with him.
got 2, right?
Yep, he 2 pieces them right here. He finds 1. You got to think the trade comes in from Kleenex, but then Lurks with the snap finds a big 2-piece there. And then once you win those kills or win those fights on a pinch, I mean, that's all she wrote. That's just phenomenal plays.
Hold on. Back up.
What's the matter, Benj? What's the
I
matter?
want to see this set they have. So if you're gonna, why do you guys like if they're gonna push it all sides like this?
I don't think Real needs to get this far out. I think you can play closer to Kleenex. Just play tighter with Kleenex here.
Tight and get fucking trades. Like,
Yeah, he could have definitely played tighter, but if he does get to that spot before Lurks gets there, like he's just got a free kill. So I get why he went there, but yeah, just
yeah.
not
But if
the
you're gonna
best.
play that way, you better get the fucking kill. You're costing your team.
No,
the
no, yeah,
retake.
that's
It's,
what I'm
risky,
saying.
bro.
He got a little COD timing, but for sure not the best play. I mean, they
don't know
just
if that's
didn't
a
read the
high percentage
pinch.
play. I mean, Dom, what do you think, bro? What do you say to
I
your
get
team
both
if you saw
sides.
that?
I get
No,
both
no,
sides.
it's-
I get both
it-
sides.
he
Ben,
coulda
you're
made the
right,
safer
and I
play.
think Chris is right
Yeah,
too.
he
Y'all
could
are
have made
both
the
right.
safer play for sure. Yeah,
It
I'm
doesn't
not
matter.
disagreeing
It's
with you,
just
Ben.
Stallion hitting the pinch. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean, Donnie? And then we get into the next round of 2-3, and Carolina, in my opinion, this was a troll from Carolina. They somehow let Real get through, and it was bad timing from Nero in the middle of the map. He was playing through lobby, and he did end up giving P2, but you can see he finds a kill, but because Real gets through, finds 1, finds 2. Just a great play from Real to slip through the gap.
How did Real get there? He
It's
just went
because
through broken?
you'll see if I rewind it all the way back, Nero had mid-map. He didn't have P2 here. Then he drops back to pick up P2, and I think he just gets bad timing. By the time he picks up this cross, it's too late. He's already through.
How the hell did he not see him? That's crazy.
He
He
didn't
went, on
see
the
him.
out, he went on the outside.
He went
Yeah,
outer.
he went on the outside and he slid
Yeah,
across.
Even if he
the
goes
window.
outside, though, if Nero gets to this spot faster, you can see the cross from the front for
Yeah,
the
he was on
front
the inner
door.
side of the lobby door, but he didn't get there in time.
He didn't
That's
get there
crazy
in
timing.
time, and then Real gets by.
If he sits in the corner on his right, he might have been able to see him. But I mean, again,
That's just crazy.
he would have played tighter.
I just don't think I don't think Nero. I mean, I think the reason why Nero's here is because he's trying to help them like get eyes on mid cut and make sure they don't get collapsed on through mid cut. But you got to think like if P2's wide open, this should just be called out. Like he could push through P2. Like these guys got to be aware of it. The fact that Exceed and Lurks to have their back completely turned. It's just, I don't think they realized that there was a gap there. S&D is obviously a game of timings, so you got to be careful with that. But nonetheless, it's a good play from Real, getting aggressive, splitting the gap, getting that 2-piece, and then Nero didn't really try to win this round. I was a little confused. I thought he was going to slide the corner and try and shoot him up bomb, but he just slow plays. He's like slow playing it. He's checking corners. He just doesn't play aggressive enough. Maybe he thought that they weren't on bomb yet. But good retake there from Toronto. Good plays from Real. Then we get into the to the next round here. We get into the 2-4 round. And again, it's Toronto who get this bomb down in a 4v3 situation. But again, at this round, it's actually Joe Deceives who gets a little aggro here. You either chow
That's been
together.
a miscom.
You think it's a miscom down?
I mean, because Kleenex kind of left him out to dry. Like, that had to been like Joe's thought process. Like, Joe's like, what the fuck? I'm helping my teammate, and then my teammate just runs away.
Yeah. This is the stuff
Right.
Benj's talking about. The rest of these a little sloppy. You see something here, Nope? You see something?
No, you just hate to get left out to dry.
Yeah, that's the worst.
You hate to see that.
Joe just got front baited, bro.
Yeah, like Joe probably died and was like, "What?"
Wait,
You see where Toby was at? And was like,
That's
"What the
not
fuck?"
Toby's like bag. He's not a known front baiter, so like I'm just gonna let him rock. You know?
Yeah,
This
it
is
could
okay
have
to
been a
do it one
miscom.
time.
It could have been a miscom.
Look at the
okay to do
snipes
it
from
one time,
Exceed,
man.
though. Look at
You
the
know?
snipes.
He actually hit crazy snipes right
He's
there.
taking heads off, man.
That was
that's
actually insane
phenomenal.
shots.
Do they show a replay of the snipes? Yeah, they do show. Let's take a look at the instant
Yeah, they do.
replay here from Exceed, man. This guy's nasty with the snipe. This guy's not missing. Slides the corner as well. Takes down Jamie. He shoots absolute air right there, but gets the kill. It's good word from Exceed. Guy's curving bullets. Never seen some shit like that in my life. All right, then we get into the next round. Get into the 3-4 round. This was a great S&D, so I want to just kind of run through these rounds and Exceed, right? Hot with that sniper rifle. Take a look at this. Aims in, gets a nice little swipe here, and finds another first blood. It's actually Kleenex who tries to slide on in, and Exceed's going to open up the map here. And take a look at Nero. He's actually watching the pinch from a different spot here. He said, let me play it a little bit more safer and make sure nobody can hit this pinch. He's got everything now. He's got the lobby. They go to his right. He's got the window cross. So nobody's
Day
pinching.
one. This is the day one corner right there.
Yeah, that's good work there. And then obviously you can see Toronto bomb goes down. They try and rotate back, and this doesn't really play out for him. You see Lurks does a good job just throwing shimmies, getting the info. He absolutely just hacks through smoke right there. It's great plays coming in from Lurks. Carolina able to tie the map up at 4. We had ourselves a good map here. This is when things get interesting. And then we get into the next round. We get into the offense. Did you guys feel like Toronto was playing overload at times in his S&E? Because this is the second round they did something like this. They had somebody get pushed up all the way up on the other side of the map. It's going to be Real. While he's doing this, his team was all the way on the opposite side, just throwing tacks, putting shots down. Honestly, just distracting Carolina. They probably thought Carolina probably thought Toronto was playing B, but Real getting pushed up here, I just think it's such a great play to wrap it out, bring it back to Real, and then
It was a big
It's
stalemate.
the Liddy
before that.
special.
It was
Yeah,
a
it
big
is.
sta-
It's
it was
the
a
Liddy
big- big-
special.
It was a big stalemate before that, so it created a lot of space for Real because it felt like it was hard counter versus hard counter for about like a minute there. So
yeah, and they're very disciplined as well. They do not chow Exceed. I mean, they do not give him anything. Exceed is he's begging for a chow here, and he can't get one. So I think it's just good discipline from Toronto. They're able to go up 5-4 in this one, and then you think that they're able to close it out, maybe go up 2-0 here, but that's not what happens at all. Okay, then we get into the next round, 4-5. We get into an offense. We got Crazy and Lurks. They end up getting super aggressive here towards the A site. About 15 seconds into the round, you can already see Crazy getting aggro, and Real, maybe his feet just a little bit too big there. His big toe sticking out, and he gets caught. And then Lurk slides the corner. Kleenex gets caught, and quickly, which was a 4v4, is now a 4v2. And Carolina are getting his bomb down, and they're running him down as well. They don't even plant. They just run at him and just use their numbers, which I love. And Carolina send this to a round 11, which, by the way, go ahead, Duarte.
I want to say Toby was in hell this map, dude. He's getting sniped. He's running away from his teammate right
Yeah.
there. He's like coming to help Real. Real dies, and he just gets slid on. He's mind blown, dude. He can't get anything going this map.
And then we have the quickest round 11 of all time. Apparently, this was like what was this? How quick was this round? This was a 15-second round. 15 seconds, the round was over. This is a straight up mid hit.
It's just a ZooMaa call. It's fucking hit middle.
Yeah, I like
Straight
that.
up ego child, man. Who got the better gunny?
Fucking hit middle.
Guys, Exceed's call right there, apparently, to just hit mid and just call it a day. So phenomenal plays there. Any final thoughts on the S&D, man? Maybe Toronto should have closed that one out, or what?
Well, I closed one out, but they could have won it. think great
Yeah.
plays out of Ravens.
Yeah, it's good plays from Ravens. All right, let's hop into the Overload. I mean, the Overload, I'll just be honest with you. I didn't like the way Toronto was playing Overload at all. They just seemed like they were in the mud. Like, if you look at Carolina, when they get kills, they're so fast and they're so aggressive. They don't need a lot of waves to get points, right? Like, one wave, Craze gets a 3-piece, boom, they're able to push this in. Like, they don't need much to score points, where some teams, it just seems so hard. It just feels like really difficult for them to get points. So I actually have a listen in here with Toronto Koi. Let's listen in, see how they sound, and then we'll go back to you guys and see what you guys think. Let's tune in.
Go low P5 exceed. He's going
No,
front
there's
steps now.
okay, 2P1, bro. 2P1.
Front steps P5.
Yeah, make sure you keep rapping right, bro. Nice shot, drop.
190, like front T2, dead.
Nice shot, there's two.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's probably bro. What's the P5? Tommy lurks, one shot.
Look at Nick cross for now.
Lurks P5, one shot. One top broken, one side.
Shot me.
Right there on the wall.
Okay,
He's
Crazy's
weak green.
in outside shop now.
Top green. Our shot, not shot.
LP5, LP5.
Nice shot.
He's top green.
Alright, I'm rapping right to you.
Green?
Like front P5 somewhere.
Let's have P1, T1.
Left top green.
Still top green, like left
Elbow me.
P5.
Elbow, half HP.
There's
two left, bro.
Back
Exceed
spawn.
one shot,
Deep
exceed
on
one shot.
patio.
Exceed, one shot, bro.
No left,
Mid
right.
shot.
I just want to make
Make it last guy.
it could be broken, yeah.
Yeah, he could be at top. I got naded left.
I'll say broken.
Gotta be top green then.
No. He has to be one or something.
What are you missing?
I got stunned. Blue box on me.
P1 lurks me. Was that the broke as well? That might be exceed.
P1 lurks that.
Two.
Boat and P2.
It's both on the right.
Yeah,
Me
one.
too.
Leewing a little ball.
Come back to the
Nero dead.
Nice.
Actually, go
Jump blue.
I'm near
Crazy
the blue
left.
box.
Crazy blue mid. Pep, no, I
Right.
can't blue again. Went caution on mid shop.
Okay, sick, Joe.
Mid-
Stunned
mid-
mid. I'm trying to play up.
Both dead.
Oh, shot.
The Reiko is
Back left, Joe.
top
Back left. Back left.
Dead, dead, dead. One shot. Caution take.
Close.
See right, Joe. See right.
Close.
See right.
I can get this guy.
Let's do two. I'm
I
one
can get a ball.
shot.
Top right. Back left, Joe.
Back left.
Weak.
Dead.
Nice.
Green
Top
to me. I
right.
think you got P5.
Yeah, heard you.
Yeah, he has to be full flanking. I don't see him.
It's lurks.
Yo, back box. One shot Nero, bro.
Gotcha. You know where he went?
No, he's back there.
I'm
So
still
Joe.
Though.
To be lucky,
Back
P5.
five.
See the
One more stairs, top. Go mid top.
P5 is
Crazy.
so weak P5.
Crazy to
Back shot.
Why is it
Simon,
black?
P1. T1, Nero dead. One more Craze. I'm sorry. Craze dead.
Broken,
Top
yeah.
broke as well.
One more top broken.
P5.
Jumped out right side. Going T2.
T2, dead.
Nice shit.
shit.
One top got it.
It's a long listening. Someone to lower that. What'd you guys think?
A little bit frustrated. Maybe because it was just a close game, or they were down a
Yeah.
little bit.
And they were letting lurks just be annoying, like in their green.
Nah,
I
it
didn't
was-
think the comms were that bad, but I
I think
agree
it
with what
was
you
bad, but I
said.
feel like they normally sound like cleaner and just more like.
Yeah, they definitely
I don't
sounded
know.
like they were frustrated. I
Sound
think
a
the
little
biggest
frustrated.
thing from that whole sequence was what Tom said, though. I think they just like weren't taking space when they could
So
have, which is
slow.
weird.
Well, they were just getting staggered by one person literally in their spawn the whole time. That's literally why. And then on top of that, they were just getting gunned. There's so many times where they were just getting two-piece. And then, dude, at the first, 20 seconds of the listen in, you just see Kleenex in hell, just getting stunned over and over. He got stunned 5 times in
No,
one
but
life.
look at this. But look at this, guys. Look at this
Yeah, that's
shit.
what I'm saying.
Look,
They-
look. They're all dead. They're all coming off spawn here. Look, Jodeci's gets this kill here. Boom. Then watch this. Then they get another one here. Boom. That's 2 dead. Third guy's right there. Fourth guy's right there. You have all the info. 2 dead. Last 2 are mid map. Go. Just go forward. Real's getting hung up on a pinch here, and then look at while they're doing nothing and not going forward, and they're looking for this guy Green. They're wasting their time looking for this guy Green.
Yeah.
They're wasting their
Yeah,
time.
100%.
And look at what their superstar is doing on the other side of the map. He's piecing them up here, and he's literally shitting on him. Look, he gets a 3-piece. But there's nobody here.
He's
There's nobody
where's the
here.
rock? Where's the
Nah,
ball?
yeah. Yeah,
They
Real
literally
backed out.
they literally let Exceed do whatever he wanted. Like
Yeah.
if they would have grabbed the rock, Exceed would have never been in this position because he would have had to wrap behind them, and then it puts Insight in this situation. He gets absolutely
Bro, I'm not gonna
girl-starred.
lie. This is risky from Exceed. 2 dead, and Exceed's going on a green pinch with 2. Bro, that's risky. He got lucky that Toronto is just dog shit here and don't actually make a play. They moved in slow mo. They're stuck in the mud. You see what I'm saying now, Don? You saw what I mean?
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
That was just it was bad, bro. And obviously Carolina, they go on to win this map 3-0 or something. It was pretty clinical from them. But any final thoughts in the Overload, gentlemen?
Why are they playing why do they have 4 ARs out? I feel like that's a sub team. I feel like they would be fucking cracked on another map.
Hit
Like, you talking
Scar.
about Toronto?
Yeah.
I don't know why they picked that map. That doesn't make sense to me, to be honest, considering who they were playing and how they played on the other maps. Maybe they're trying to get reps on Scar, but I think it was a bit of a miss veto pick out of them.
They probably just hate
Serious.
exposure.
Yeah, but they're good as fuck on exposure. I'm like
Are they
2-0
good? So,
in the league
shit.
in exposure. I'm
Maybe
faded.
tweaking
I mean,
it.
who knows? It
They
could have
are
been a
2-0.
situation where they thought
2-0.
that this was going to be a easier matchup. and you know they're trying to get reps, like Ben said.
They realize it wasn't, and now they're just fucking raging. Or they're,
Yeah,
like,
and
sad.
I'm like, oh, what the hell? The hell's Exceed doing to us, man? Letting the fucking Exceed fry us.
Yeah, look at the break here. We headed to the black car hard point. You actually got Toronto with a perfect setup here. All four of them rotated and ready to go at new. But look how Carolina break into this. You have one guy slow. He single pushes. It's gonna be Nero, the first one in. But then you can see the trades are coming in from Carolina. They actually banged this one to the front. But I think the most important thing is as they're banging to the front, you can see number 2, that's Nero. He starts taking that route. And because he starts taking that route around the back, look at where the spawns come in, right, for Toronto. Just spawning out so far, not giving them any close spawns, making sure they're playing aggressive off their kills. And they do a good job just kind of getting in there and making sure that they can't buy. Even right here, you can see the Carolina players come off spawn. They reinforce the back. Last guy off spawn goes front. They pinch on out. And where do you think Toronto's going to spawn here? All the way across the fucking map. That's why you pinch out these hills and you constantly send people around the back and you have a guy late pinch in front. So any kill you get is actually useful and they spawn across the fucking map. But you don't just have to keep fighting waves after waves after waves. It's a really good place from Carolina. I was saying it all day today, but I love the way they're moving on the mini map. Just the routes that they're taking and how fast they're getting to these spots. It's just really, really good plays from them. And then, of course, we go, did you see anything there from Toronto's end? I thought it was more Carolina just taking good routes and winning some nice fights there than on Toronto. But what do you guys think?
I agree. They're executing it well with their breaks.
Yeah, and then we get into the next P5 here. And again, now it's Toronto who's here early again, right? Carolina with another break. And this is what I be saying sometimes. Sometimes it's not always about rotating. Sometimes you can just win maps by breaking and by just taking the right routes and doing the right shit. And look at how they break this one. They start sending everybody towards the left side of the map instead of just all cutting through mid and flooding front like we saw yesterday, right? You're going around the back. You're trying to play for these back spawns. You're trying to be a nuisance around here. And you can see that's what they do. Exceed's going to get pushed all the way through. And look what happens when you push through and play for the back. Look at where Toronto are spawning. They are spawning in bumblefuck nowhere. What did you call it before, Chris? Uganda?
Uganda.
They're spawning in Uganda. And they're spawning all the way across the map. And, of course, you got Joe DeCease trying to make a play. But once you solidify these back spawns, yeah, you're winning fights if you're Toronto. But look at how this plays out, right? Like Carolina, they're spawning close. It's just easy for them. You spawn close, throw your tax, and just keep flooding over and over again. It's just phenomenal route taking from Carolina, in my opinion. Like, they're just making the right plays. They're doing the right shit together as a team. And they're breaking down Toronto slowly. I mean, look, they're about to get a 100-point lead here after 2 back-to-back breaks. I mean, they started running away with this. And again, when they get kills, look at what they're doing. They're just running at the mid-map. It's that aggression, just slowing them down, staggering their pushes. It's just good work from Carolina, man. I was very impressed. And then, of course, Chris, it was you who talked about the listening with Carolina. Their listening was just on point. So much small talk. Let's tune in and see how they sound.
Yeah, he is. I pulled him left. He's still left. He's on the left.
Joe weak inner.
I got through to P2. One's L. He knows I'm here.
Yo, Joe's weak inner.
Clinics time. One shot time. There's
I spawn square, guys.
Dead. Double He's double inside time.
I'm spawning on me.
Have to go dub. I have the rest cut. They spawn square.
I spawn
And double.
I didn't I'm push that square right now.
Heard you. Gonna be double. Good shit. They're spawning like deep left. They're spawning like deep left on us. Wall run is open. I have it. Another square. Heard you.
They got left.
Double Joe weak.
I'm giving it up.
It detonated it.
I'm playing tight to you. Double. Three. Nice. Good shit. Another one.
One time. Clean next. Not weak.
Very weak.
Both there.
Inside one shot.
Good shit. I rope. Nice. Good shit. They might touch it. It's
Wall. Real. Weak wall.
I'm aping him.
Ape him. Yeah.
He's in.
I got you. I'm with you.
Look deep rocks.
I spawn deep. They spawn P4 side too, guys. They're gonna run through P4.
Heard you. I'm gonna go right with you.
Crossing.
P4
inside. P4 inside. Iron over me. He's down.
I took him in the back.
Let's shot.
Yeah, side.
I'm gonna cut close.
Nice. Deep right. Adam twice. I'm by. Deep right in time.
Deep dead. One more time. Real. He's holding time. He's ironing.
Nice.
Good shit.
I crossed the time. One shot.
I'm repitching mid. Stay low. Front door.
I got naded out.
Nothing mid. Inside one shot front door. Nice. Two front door. Inside one side.
Might just be a weekend of.
I gotta say something. Yo, Lurks is coming like crazy right now. I mean, I wasn't hearing Lurks come like that before. You know, he's going crazy. I just love the energy from the whole team, to be honest.
Bro,
I feel like they're all on the same page and they're just...
My fault.
No, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I love that play they made when they had them spawning where what is it?
They held the cross from
P3,
P1.
and instead of just running out there and like rushing a break, they just kept them boxed in because they knew their teammates were going to push like the other side of the map, and they just crossfired them. Exceed making that call, that was fucking good.
Yeah, and then you can see they wait. They're reading the pressure so well, and I think what just matters most here, Chris, is they're doing it together, right? They make the call and they both stick to the plan, and that's what happens. CleanX gets blooded trying to cross the hill. Right, then Real can't cross because he knows that they're double holding it. He starts slow playing it. The attacks are coming across. While he slides across, you heard them call it, right? Double chow. Let's chow this, right? We got to pick. We're pinching this out. And where do you think he spawns? Because Carolina's taking routes and pinching the back. Where do they spawn? In bumblefuck nowhere. Uganda. Okay.
Honestly, those comms, by the way, were fantastic.
Yeah.
That was one of the better listenings I've heard this entire year for
Might
any
be the
team.
best listening from this year, Nub, to be honest.
It could be, and I think it does go back to what I said. Now I'm not obviously in the camp, but I guarantee you these guys fortunately for them, but they feel a lot less pressure than having someone like Liddy kind of lead the way he does. So I think they're just having more fun right now, and it's showing in their games. I mean, even Lurks, like you said, Tom, you ain't hear him calm like that.
Nah. I don't.
Know, so
he's feeling it right now. He's definitely in. Bro, I know how good he is when he has confidence. Like if all these players are going into the event with confidence and going into this first major with confidence, bro, I could definitely see this team making a run for sure if they're playing like this. The mini map was phenomenal, bro. You can always talk about people's gun skill and look at the eye test, but there's just certain things on a mini map that some teams have and some teams don't have, and I feel like this team's clicking right now. Like they actually know what they're doing. And it was cool to watch. Any final thoughts, guys, on a series with Carolina and Toronto?
Carolina.
I think I picked Carolina, by the way.
Did you?
No, I think I picked Carolina, man, and Breaking Point gave me Toronto.
Do we need VAR?
There's a conspiracy theory there about
double check this.
No way.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But
Here's the thing with Carolina. They play Optic and Thieves next week. We're going to find out if they're real or if they're just hot right now. Exceed the boys got a great challenge next week. If they go 1-1 in that schedule, dark horse for Major 1?
Agreed, man. No, I would agree with that. If they perform well in those two series, yeah, for sure.
Yep. All right, and we go into the last series of the day. We got FaZe Vegas going up against Cloud9. If you were wondering why we spent so much time on the first two series, it's because, man, was this one a smacking. We got a 250 to 128 in the exposure hard point in favor of FaZe. We have a 6-2 S&D win in the Colossus S&D in favor of FaZe. And we have an 8-1 win in the Overload in favor of FaZe. It was a 3-0 win here. We'll scroll down, take a look at the stat sheet, and no, Maron. We got the first red carpet of the day, and it's Afro with a .79, Beans with a .77, Mac with a .68, and Vivid with a .79. Jesus, these guys got cooked. On the other side, you got a 1.15 from Simp, a 1.24 from Draz, a 1.26 from Abuza, the Zaza Bros, and then of course we got the one and only Twin 04 to Don. What a 1.69, ladies and gentlemen, a 1.69 from 04. What can't this guy do? Almost 8,000 damage in a lobby. Let's take a look. They don't got the match MVP, but we all know who it is, guys. It's Twin himself. I mean, what is there to say with FaZe? I feel like right now, I mean, I don't want to talk too much because I feel like it's bias coming from my mouth, but I feel like the mini-map, just like Carolina, they're just playing so well as a team, and I just love seeing it because I've always felt like with the old FaZe team, they would win all the time, but a lot of it was just talent bailing them out, right? And you'd be like, oh, dude, like they just have the talent's just bailing them out at certain situations. But I feel like there was a lot of times where you felt like they always fell short in crucial moments because of the fundamentals, because the little things were off. With this team, I feel like the little things aren't off. It feels like the fundamentals are there. But what do you guys think? Nub, we'll start with you. We'll work our way up. What did you think of the series?
I think that was an absolute belting out of FaZe. The biggest issue with FaZe in the beginning of the season was they just couldn't win a hard point. Now they've won their last three. They have back-to-back 3-0s. Like, they're actually going to be a scary team going into this major. Everyone seems to be playing well. I mean, Sip is arguably best player in the game right now. But I think the fact that FaZe is starting to figure out hardpoint, especially against good hardpoint teams they're getting these wins on or wins against, I think they're going to be a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Cloud9, I mean their ass.
Brother,
Uh,
these 3 hard points they played.
Yeah.
These 3 hard points they played since the end of December, the last series, none of them have been close.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I think Sam said it best on the watch party. I just think when you watch how they react to information as a team right now, the speed at which they play, and it was abundantly apparent in this series because I don't think C9 can do anything about the sub pressure. It is crazy. So if they do this on top of the, we've talked a lot about their S&D game. I don't know. There's not many teams I think that are in the tournament at Major 1 that's gonna be able to stop these guys.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Duarte? What do you think of the series?
I mean, not much to really say. They just shit on him. Wasn't really close. Uplink reached the score limit. Hardpoint was close. S&D was good. I mean, C9 aren't the best team, but I didn't expect them to get beat this bad. I mean, it's kind of rare that we've seen like many beatdowns of this caliber to start the season. So, I mean, good on FaZe. I'm glad they've improved. They look a lot better, and it's good to see them winning hard points because that's always been, one of their growing pains as a team, even dating to their old FaZe team. So, I don't know. Not really much to say besides belt to ass, dude. That's all it is.
Yeah. I mean, this was pretty bad. I mean, what did you think, Donnie? What did you think of the series?
No, I'll tell you one thing, man. When the team is up 2-0 and they get 4 in the first round of the overload, I just get so much dope. Like, I just know the end is near. You know what I'm saying? They're just cutting the clock. I know the show's for the start ASAP. Like, it's just so lit. So shout out to everyone who's getting the 4.
They time respected. They time respected.
Yeah,
today.
big time respect out of FaZe. They knew this shit was over with. The other team knew this shit was over with. It just sucks. I don't even think C9. I mean,
this is when I knew it was over, Don. This is when I knew. When Abuza kills the guy with the device, all of Cloud9 are alive, but Abuza just runs us down. Look at this.
This shit was so over with.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, bro, this is when it's just absolutely checked, and it's over with there.
This is when my team just leaves the game. Like, we just start raging.
Well, let's get the next scrim going, guys. I'm gonna go get some food.
I mean,
we don't
say
even
that
get the next scrim. Like, this is over with. Exposure overload is normally last map, so it's just we're just off. Like,
let's talk our next set, man. I'm all right.
Yeah, we're off this shit. So
they woke up for sure. FaZe has definitely woken up here. They've looked really good the last few matches. We'll see if they can keep it up here moving forward. But let's take a look at these predictions here. Benj, is that you and I? Is that the duo?
Absolutely.
Look at us, man. We're at the top. Man, if only Toronto got that W today. Damn, if only I went with Falcons yesterday, I would be in the lead right now if I chose the Falcons.
It's kind of shade. It's kind of shade to divide W and Black Ops 3 here. Some of your teammates.
I know I'm
FaZe
catching
kind of
up.
costing you in the predictions at the moment.
16
Up,
now?
by the way.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I had Miami and then I had Ravens, but so I gotta look on the back end. I gotta look on the back end.
We took the same picks. We took the same picks, man. Chill. We just
but
got
I think I was leaning towards the Ravens.
We got hoed, bro.
I'm catching up to y'all. I remember I was picking people just to be different, like early in the season, and motherfuckers were coming at me for sabotaging. But now that we've got like a little bit of everything, we've seen every team in action. I'm catching up. But Ian, what the fuck are you doing, baby?
Listen. It's a long season, man.
It is.
We're gonna see where everybody ends at. That's all I'm saying.
It is a long season, ladies and gentlemen. Any final thoughts from today's matches before we take a look at tomorrow's matches? Nothing.
I think it's pretty clear, like kind of how the Major 1 bracket's looking like right now. If you go to Breaking Point and go to the standings page in Major 1, right now Vancouver's 1-5. That's auto losers bracket. G2 and Cloud9 are both 1-4. You got to think you've got 3 teams on 4, so it's really Boston, Thieves, Miami, Carolina, Gentlemen, and Toronto. You assume are in, so it's really 4 teams fighting for the last 2 spots. That's why it's big for Thieves to try and do something today. Or try to do something tomorrow. Otherwise, they're going to be potentially in a tough spot having to win both matches next week.
Yeah, we actually got some bangers tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow's a fire day. We got Boston Breach going up against Cloud9. We got FaZe Vegas versus G2. And we have LA Thieves versus Optic Texas tomorrow. It's going to be a grueler. It's going to be a good one. We start things off with Boston versus Cloud9. I'm actually going to go with Boston tomorrow. I think Boston's going to bounce back. Obviously, they get the loss here today, but I think they're going to want to make a statement versus Cloud9 tomorrow and come out with a victory. What do you got, Don?
Going Boston, man. Hopefully they don't let me down because I picked them today, but I'm going Boston, man.
Absolutely. Who do you got, Duarte?
I don't know, dude. I'll go with Boston. I think they could have beat Miami today, at least the first 2 maps, and they had a collapse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Benj?
Both team had tough losses today. I trust Boston to rebound more than I do C9. I have them in a game 5.
That dub.
Cloud9. Cloud9.
You got Cloud9, Dub?
Got Cloud9. I do.
You're right at some point, right?
I do.
Come on, Dub. You got this.
Listen, wait. Let me say one more thing before we go to the next. People will say one thing, by the way, because I see the chat talk about, oh, Dub is caught there, Dub is caught. People will say one thing, and then when I look at the sheet where everyone on Breaking Point and on the flank puts in their picks, and they switch the picks up at the back end once they know all the maps and know everything.
Who's doing that? Who's doing that?
Well, I'm a locker room guy, but I'm an ethical hooper. I do it before we know the maps.
Nah,
we
that's
know
true.
the
Me
video.
too, me too.
Exactly, Donnie. So you got to
Yeah,
think.
we
Motherfuckers
getting
are switching
hosed,
their
man.
picks last
Bro, I
second,
don't-
Listen,
man.
I'm gonna be
I don't
honest.
think
Clock
I've-
it.
I got
I don't think I've
listen, I'm gonna
submitted
be
sheet
honest.
once.
I've never done that once in my life, man. I never done that once
I'm
in my
not saying
life.
names.
Dub. You know what I
I'm
mean?
good now. I got it out.
You know what I mean? The only time I put my picks in late yesterday is when Ben, the other day when you told me Easy Mac needed the picks, but I think that was the only time, and I don't even think maps are out yet.
Never did it, but he did it yesterday.
No, and I should have went. I said I was gonna go with the Falcons, and I didn't. I fucked up. I should have went with the Falcons. I would have been in the lead. Now I'm tied for the lead with Benj. Fuck. All right, FaZe versus G2. I got FaZe 3-0. Who do you got, Don?
I got FaZe 3-0.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
put
This
up
guy
a
Don,
parlay
he's
in.
just
I think-
copied my predictions.
I mean, bro, it's fucking FaZe. Like
I'm
they
just
just
kidding.
fucking.
I'm just
They're like,
kidding.
what?
I
I'm
just
put them
kidding,
in my
man.
parlay too. Exact map count 3-0. Hopefully they don't drop a map.
Who do you got, Chris?
I got FaZe.
Benj.
I got FaZe.
That dub.
That's FaZe.
And then we got LA Thieves going up against Optic Texas. I got Optic Texas 3-0. Who do you got, Don?
Wow.
I gotta go Thieves, man. I gotta take a risk, bro. I'm back a couple games. It's time, bro. It's time. Listen, I know Thieves been looking like shit. They're on blow it up watch. We need a Quavo Kenneth legacy, man. Just drop 140 bomb, twin. 140 bomb. If he drop 140 bomb tomorrow, he good. His spot good for the next 4 months at least. We need 140
This is
bomb
crazy.
twin, tomorrow, twin.
Who do you got, Duarte?
Quavo Kenny 40 bomb.
Well, Don, you're about to be back another game. I got Optic.
Oh,
all right, watch.
Benj.
Come on.
It's hard for me to pick Thieves to win a map. Maybe they dig deep tomorrow and they give us a fun series. I got Optic 3-0. I'm hoping for a good series, but prepared for fucking disappointment, honestly.
That dub.
unfortunately, I got to go Optic as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
a win-win. It's a win-win. Look, if Optic win, I get my point. If LAT win, you know what I mean? That's my squad.
Well,
Can't lose.
Before Ben hops into the pot, friendly reminder, CDL Champs returns to Vegas. Mark your calendars. FaZe is hosting CDL Champs 2026 in fabulous Las Vegas. See the best of the best lock in for this season's grand finales. We got rivalries ready to explode. Rookies looking to make their mark. Veterans trying to content their legacies. But for every single one of them, it's about chasing that ring and adding yourself to the history books. Members of the email list will get first dibs when tickets drop. Join now at FaZeVegas.com. FaZe up. And yes, if you guys want to get tickets and get on board, make sure to do that now before it's too late, because tickets are flying. Tickets actually be fire having champs in Vegas again. That's gonna be a good time.
The tickets are not on sale yet, but you know.
No,
hop
they
on
gotta
that
join
list
the.
and we'll find
They
out.
said join the email list. You get first dibs, is what they said. So I said if you want to get
I
that
think you
done,
guys
get
will
that
enjoy
done.
where they're going for champs.
You know, hit that ball, Benj. Hit that ball. Do what you gotta do, baby. Do what you gotta do. Hey, what do you think, Don? What do you think, Nub? Chris, you think he's hitting the pot or
Oh
what?
yeah, he good.
You think he's shaking
he's
his shit?
What's he wearing? He don't got no socks on, man. That bitches stink.
He's got a
missing-
stinky slippers on. He's got a stinky
That
slippers
ball
on.
smell like ass.
Wait, he's got the Call
Nah,
of
he's
Duty,
missing.
Black
He's
Ops
missing.
7.
He missed all three
anti-social
last week,
missile.
but he sinks it this week. Ice cold from Ben. You almost fell right there. Ice cold from Benji. And it's nice and easy, Benji.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, Tom.
Any thoughts, Benji, before we head out?
Hoping that the Niners win tonight. That's all I got.
Okay. That's it? That's all you got?
I mean, I need it for the power play, Tom. I need it for the power
Absolutely.
play.
All right, guys. Well, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube at anchor.fm/theflank. Check out audio that says wrong. Go follow at the flank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running social per usual. And of course, ZooMaa.gg for the merch. We got new merch coming soon, specifically Stallions merch. So make sure to check it out. And yeah, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see you guys next time at another episode of The Flank, man. Take it easy. Salute.